Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So for today's meditative session, I saw feathers for you guys. I think the feathers are symbolizing like spirit, right? And I think they want you to know that they're with you at this time and that like they're always with you. And if you see like a feather, it's a symbol that spirit is with you, right? And I think they're sending you maybe many symbols and like synchronicities and like signs that they're there, you know, protecting you and like guiding you, just being there with you, like you're never alone. And I think that's the message, Libra, that they want to send you this week, you know. It's so cute. It's like spirit's with you, and yeah, they're helping you, they're guiding you along the way. I mean, spirit's always with us, but it's like if you see one on the floor, it's like a gentle reminder, right? Sometimes we need that nudge. I know, like, if I find one in the day, I mean, even sometimes when I'm having a bad day, especially, like, it's so nice to see. So, yeah, Libra, that's what I got for your meditative session. Let's pull some cards and see what we get. So Libra, I don't like to give like clickbait and like, oh, this is a warning, you know, type message. I see a lot of positive energy here with, you know, the Emperor and the Empress. I do see like a true pair situation, but unfortunately I am seeing also like tricky energy. I have the Hero card, which to me is like someone who's working in ego, someone who's still like they're still not, how do I explain it? It's like you're not using your energy correctly. Like you could be only chasing what your ego's desires are, and you're not focusing on like what your soul's desires are. So I don't know for who, like I just see a lot of tricky energy. I see a lot of ego energy here in this reading. And I do have the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, which is why I'm gonna say this reading is kind of like a warning. So let's start off with the Nine of Pentacles. I see this as some sort of offer coming to, like some sort of, I get like redemption, like some sort of peace offering, something like somebody's gonna come in and try to like make some sort of peace offering or some sort of communication, or like there's some sort of, I mean, we're in Mercury retrograde period, and I keep getting a lot of Mercury, like a lot of coming back energy, a lot of like energy from the past that is coming up again. And I think that Mercury retrogrades are good in a sense because it's to help us clean off unfinished business, right? And I feel like some of you might have unfinished business with someone, and that's why this is coming back around. So I'm not saying that everyone like will resonate with this differently, and it depends on, you know, I mean, what you choose to do with this. But you do have the Choice card out here, which makes me think obviously that there's a decision that's going to have to be made in the present. I don't think this is a past choice that was made. I think this is going to be a decision that has to be made now. And yeah, I see someone coming in with, I don't even think it's communication. I think it's something, I don't know what it is, but it's not communication. It's something dumb, I want to say. Like, it's not something, I don't see somebody texting you, like, if you haven't spoken to someone in a really long time, I don't see someone, like, explaining why they haven't reached out or why you guys haven't been talking or anything as to that aspect. Like, as to that, I see someone kind of working more in the ego, and if they're coming in, they're going to say something like, I don't know, like, when do people usually like to hit someone up and they have something to say? Like, they'll do it on a day like it's your birthday, right? Like, so you can't be petty and be like, oh, like, why are you hitting me up on my birthday, right? Because it's your birthday and you're just trying to be high vibes. So you're like, oh, thanks, man. But you already opened the door to communication with that. And that's how I feel like this peace offering or this like gesture, whatever's coming in, it's going to be something stupid like that. Something that's like not genuine, I want to say, because I see, again, a lot of ego. I have the 8 of Wands here, and I have the Hero card, and I also have the 10 of Wands, which these two cards to me are like scream ego and like an immature energy. So that's why I say, I think even somebody could have been withholding communication, because I have the King of Swords in reverse. It's like, I feel like this person was being petty about it and like didn't want to communicate on purpose. Like, this is like a kind of petty energy, I want to say. Again, immature, like ego energy. That's what I'm saying. I think we have the Emperor and the Empress out here, but we have kind of an immaturity. Again, tricky, ego energy. And we're all guilty of it. We're all capable of it. So I'm not trying to like judge anybody here. I'm just speaking of the energy so that you guys can like be informed and do with it as you please, right? Okay, Libra, so what I'm seeing with the choice, like, I see someone, again, I think this is the person that could be coming in, and this is like the energy that they're in, right? I think I see it mostly like they're free. Like, there's something about this person being free. Maybe somebody is finally doing what they want to do and like trying to like make some sort of gesture, right? But yeah, I see somebody as being free, but again, I'm just seeing a lot of ego. A lot of ego in this reading. I think that's the person coming in to communicate or to say something or to offer something. I feel like they're the immature energy coming towards you. But pick your position, right? Based off the energy that resonates with you. So with the choice card, what I'm seeing is I'm really noticing that this person is like crying. There's 3 faces here, 3 doors. And I'm seeing the snake. Like, I never see the snake as like a negative energy. Snakes to me mean healing, right? With the animal oracle, snakes are healing or protecting. They're like meant to heal or protect. And here I see it as kind of like a tricky energy. So again, I see a very tricky energy, but I think it's more about speaking about how this energy is tricky. Like, the choice that you have to make is tricky. And I don't know why that is. I think it could be, I honestly want to say it's both of your energy, right? With the Emperor and the Empress in reverse, it's the energy that you guys are in right now. Because it's not, I can't say it's one person or the other. It has to be both people with both of you in reverse, right? And I have the decision card in between, right? I have wish fulfillment and work in reverse. So it's like, everything here is in reverse, and it's all based off a decision, right? And I think what I'm getting at is like, maybe the reason that this failed in the first place, or the reason you two aren't speaking anymore, or whoever I'm speaking to who resonates with this, the reason that this didn't work out is because when you guys were together, you were working in this energy. And I think this is the warning is that if you remain in this energy, or when you communicate again, or whenever you see each other the next time, whenever it is, right? Again, like, time is a construct, right? So let's not go off like the week that I post this. I'm just letting you know the energy. And I think the energy is saying that it's like a warning, like, if you guys choose to remain in the energy that you lost one another in, then there will be no balance of the situation. This will be a loss, right? This will be wish fulfillment in reverse, right? This will be like neither of you deciding to put work into this. And maybe that's the aspect of your ego that got hurt, right? Like, I think the Empress here is the one with the work. So I feel like the Empress, there's something to do in this relationship with working on it. And with the Emperor in reverse, it's something about the wish fulfillment. So maybe this person got hurt and realized like this wasn't wish fulfillment. And then this Empress was like, well, I'm not going to put any work into this. Like, this is, I guess, how both of your egos work. Like, this is like the petty energy that I'm talking about. It's like someone doesn't want to put the work in, someone doesn't want to communicate like this is wish fulfillment, and then the entire thing collapses, right? And it's like it's a very, I want to say immature, and I don't want to blame anyone, but I think it's both of your energies. I think it's actually not one or the other. I think it might be both of you. I think, yeah, maybe this person's coming in immaturely, but again, it's like we're a reflection of ourselves, right? So if this person is choosing to communicate to you and they're trying to be like high vibe about it, then I think you should like respect that and always try to remain high vibe. If they come in low vibe, I still think like you should remain in a high vibe. I think like the response to anything that comes to you should be high vibe. And just because one of you, like, both of you don't have to be in this energy. I think you guys are reflecting one another. So I think if you decide to communicate in a positive manner, you'll get that back, right? Yeah, I think someone's going to try to like take the mask off, right? Show here, we were speaking about feathers, right, in the meditative session, and I have the feathers here in the Five of Swords. So maybe this is like what Spirit wanted you to know. I was just getting in the meditative session that Spirit was there. So maybe this is like a really hard decision for you, or maybe this is like a really, like, this is going to put you in an uncomfortable position, and Spirit just wants you to know that they're there for you right during this time. Yeah, I think there's something definitely about snakes here, because I have a snake almost in like every single picture. I have 3 snakes in this reading. So I think this has a lot to do with healing, right? I think that when we're at a low vibe and we haven't healed yet, it takes, like, we have to continue healing. Like, the reason that we're not there yet, or the reason that we're working in ego, is because we still lack some amount of healing. And I think that, well, I'm hoping that both of you have done the healing and done the work. And I think here with the 3 of Swords, you guys both have, because I see someone here with like the skull, the death and rebirth, and like working with Spirit, getting illuminated on what it is that they need to work on. And someone is sitting here and Queen of Earth energy. So I would like to say like the feminine energy has definitely learned how to like ground themselves, right? And be stable. But it's like, it takes more than like being grounded and being stable to be in like, to not get triggered, right? Because you can tell me like that you're at a very high vibe, and that you know, I mean, I could like everyone can be triggered. That's what I want to say. It doesn't matter like who you are. It's how we're triggered, right? And the only way we are triggered is like if we haven't done the healing. So I want to say like the most important thing is like, I think maybe you guys are both going to be tested on how much you've healed. That could be like another warning of this reading. It's like, how much have you actually healed? Like, can you guys actually learn to not trigger one another? Like, again, I see you as a very grounded and stable person. I see the Queen of Pentacles here, right? So I know that about you. Like, I could see that, right? I see you like kind of in this earth energy. I see this person in this fire energy, and you're both kind of like exuding confidence, right, in your own energy. So it's like, have you guys both done the healing that it takes to communicate with one another? Have you both done the healing so that you don't have to trigger one another's hurts, right? And can you learn to like communicate with someone without like working in ego? I want to say like one-upping someone, or, you know, like when you text someone and you play games and you're like, oh, like they took 2 hours to text me, so I'm gonna take 3 hours to text them. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's so easy for things to get triggered within us, right? It's like normal things that we do, like, oh, like, I gotta act like this because this person's acting like this. Like, it's a normal thing. And I think that the only way to, like, the test that's coming for you guys is like, have you guys healed? That's the main thing. Like, have you healed enough to not be triggered? So yeah, Libra, I wish it was like a lighter energy. I really do. But that's what I'm getting. So let's see what advice is for you. Libra, I know that the energy of the reading was, I mean, we know how the reading was. But here I'm seeing like the answer to this problem, the answer to, remember I was saying like it has a lot to do with being triggered. I think the way to remain in this energy of like being grounded in the energy that you've done and all the, like you've done so much work on yourself, the energy to like how you can stay grounded in the situation and stable, which is the things that you've been like showing that you are like working on, right? Stability, being grounded, like taking things a little slow. And with Sandpiper Spirit, it's like the way to stay in this energy is to come from a place of love, right? One, and to come from a place of being playful. Like, I think there's a very heavy energy in this reading because it's kind of like all the shadow aspects of ourselves, right? All the shadow aspects of like we're talking about ego, we're talking about, you know, heavy topics. And I think like the opposite, or the thing that we could do to kind of work on it, or like to remain in our energy, is to be playful, right? To like come from a place of love all the time, come from a place of like patience, love, and more than that, it's like be playful, like enjoy yourself, try to laugh with this person, try to like remain positive. I want to say like only like if like it's easy to go spiraling down another way, but I think the energy is like to stay in the heart chakra, to be playful, like to remember the good times that you had with this person and not the bad times. So yeah, that's what I would want to say with Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Okay, Libra, I don't normally like to read from the book because I want to like give you the messages that are coming to me, but I feel like the book is saying like really important things that you need to hear. So for Parvati, the goddess of devotion, I'm a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. The message with Parvati that I want you guys to know is that, I'm gonna read from the book. When a situation is hard or even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fists to unfold. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. Open and release what is clenched in fear or stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and this bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. So yeah, I think the message with her is like, not like, maybe sometimes the best solution is not to like fight back, right? It's not to approach something with like an energy of wanting to kind of argue. It's approaching things with an energy of love, an energy, like she said, like to unclench your fist, right? So you know, like when we get stressed out, or someone starts to argue with us, or someone like accuses us of something or attacks us, whatever the energy is that you're gonna be in, it's like it can cause your natural self to react in a way that you kind of get into fight mode or like defense mode, right? And I think that's the message here. It's like, don't get into that mode. Just like try to be soft about it. If that means like not even answering this person, not speaking back, just like walking away from the situation, then do that. But that's better than like being something that you're not, right? Okay, so now the message with Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. I think her message is like not to judge. When you love unconditionally, you don't judge, right? And what I want to read from her book, it says, she encouraged her devotees to understand that everyone we meet is actually a part of us and is connected to us, and that if we want to experience true peace, we need to own the fault and judgment that we project onto others. We need to see our own faults and forgive them with love. So this is kind of tying back to everyone is kind of like a mirror image of ourselves, right? And the people that we meet, it's like her message is that you'll get the same test over and over again if you haven't completed the work. So that's why I'm saying, like, have you really healed enough to not be triggered? If you have healed enough to not be triggered, then you've already learned the lesson. And once you like present yourself in this energy where you don't have to fight anymore, like again with Parvati, you like unclench the fist and you just soften up, then that shows that you truly have like moved past this, and then you will not be like given the same test again in this 3D, right? Because even if you are given the same test, it won't affect you because you've already passed the test. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the knowledge will never leave you. So if someone else presents in this manner to you, you'll always kind of act in a way where like you're not going to really care, right? And you're just going to walk away, or, you know, not judge that person, because you know that like to love unconditionally is to not judge, right? And then with Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes, I'm miraculous, my prayers create powerful channels of possibility. I think the message here is like, once you've passed all these lessons, this is the last one. This is like, I think this is the hardest one. It's to pray for those who've like hurt us, right? Like, she lost her entire family. Like, her entire family was killed, and she obviously was in pain. And they told her like she wasn't able to enter like the monastery or whatever until she was able to forgive these people, and she didn't want to really forgive them. Like, she wasn't ready to forgive them. So it took her a really long time to get in there, because like she had to learn to forgive them. And then she actually prayed for those who like killed her family, right? So I think that's the hardest and like last message here. It's like, can you learn to like not only forgive these people or the person that has hurt you or whoever triggers your ego, like, can you not only learn to like not judge them, learn to walk away, but can you like actually pray for this person? I feel like this, for some of you, this could be someone who really hurt you. Like all of you will have a different experience, but for whoever it is that has hurt you, some of you guys have like more trauma than others, right, with this person or these people. And that message is like, can you learn to like forgive them, and also can you learn to actually be like benevolent and pray for them, right? Like take part of yourself and give the energy of like praying, right? Like praying takes, you're like, I mean, I think praying is like one of the most holy things you could do for someone else, right? Like when someone's sick, you're like, oh, I'll say a prayer for this person, right? Like it means a lot. So it's like, can you learn to like pray for the person that actually hurt you? Anyway, Libra, this has been a really long and like deep reading. I love you guys. I hope this message resonates with you, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.